with one foot out the door, a little bit incredible to kind of take the position after 8 years.
Why you should invest into XRP once the SEC lawsuit is over. The regulatory future of cryptocurrency seems destined to be decided by the courts, thanks to an ill-conceived lawsuit filed by Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC. If Ripple's arguments prevail in the Southern District of New York and on appeal, this case could give the Supreme Court a chance to review the 1946 Howey decision, which set a standard for what constitutes a security. In today's video, we are going to tell you why you should invest into XRP once the SEC lawsuit is over. The complaint alleges that Ripple raised funds beginning in 2013 through the sale of digital assets known as XRP in an unregistered securities offering to investors in the US and worldwide. Ripple also allegedly distributed billions of XRP in exchange for non-cash consideration, such as labor and marketing-making services. According to the complaint, in addition to structuring and promoting the XRP sales used to finance the company's business, Larson and Garlinghouse also affected personal unregistered sales of XRP totaling approximately $600 million. The complaint alleges that the defendants failed to register their offers and sales of XRP or satisfy any exemption from registration, in violation of the registration provisions of the federal securities laws. Before starting this video, like and subscribe for 10 years of good luck. Try this, it works.
You let us trade it for years and thus no gives these backsies? Is that basically your response?
Ripple and XRP. Ripple operates a network that allows cross-border payments using its cryptocurrency, XRP, to facilitate currency transfers over the XRP network. XRP differs from Bitcoin or Ether, two cryptocurrencies acknowledged by the SEC to be non-securities in that Bitcoin and Ether are minted through the mining process, whereas XRP supply was capped at 100 billion XRP. When it was created in 2012, 20 billion of which was transferred to Ripple's 3 co-founders, and the remaining 80 billion was left in reserve for future issuances.
Is such that we're going to need a solution like an XRP for liquidity purposes.
Regulatory landscape. SEC enforcement actions in the digital asset space tend to focus on the last two prongs of Howey, namely whether purchasers had a reasonable expectation of profit, and if so, whether the profit expectation was dependent on the efforts of others. Key factor relevant to the profit expectation prong include whether the promoter marketed the digital assets to prospective users for their functionality or alternatively to investors for the token's speculative value. Important elements in determining the efforts of others prong have included whether the network was decentralized or fully functional. For the past several years, crypto network developers have faced a regulatory catch-22. Distributing tokens to people may violate the securities laws if the network isn't functional or decentralized. But it can't mature into a functional decentralized network that isn't dependent on the managerial and entrepreneurial efforts of a single group unless the tokens are distributed to and freely transferable among potential users and developers on the network.
Publicly, as we said, over 100. We'll probably announce the next one when we get to over 200. We're signing up more than a bank a week now.
Investors reject the agency designed to protect them. Clearly, it is time to re-examine the Howey tech when it comes to cryptocurrencies. That is already obvious in the pre-trial stage, in which the court seemed to recognize that the complexity of building a payments network with distribution of digital currencies like XRP is not always the same thing as starting a company through an IPO. A fatal flaw has already been exposed in one of the SEC's central arguments. The agency insists that all of Ripple's sales of XRP have been one long unregistered securities offering since 2013, and that XRP has never had any utility other than being an investment contract in Ripple. Millions of XRP retail holders around the world, many of whom never heard of Ripple, immediately held in disagreement apparently to the agency's surprise.
To figuring out where you really want to settle with a digital asset and making that settlement happen.
Ripple is a best friend to banks. It would be foolish to think that our banking systems will disappear overnight. This belief is popular in the Bitcoin crowd, with many devoted Bitcoin believers asserting that the world's first digital currency has the power to rebuild our financial system within mere years. The reality is different. There is no doubt that digital currency is here to stay, but we are more likely to see it incorporated into our everyday financial lives through the large players in the financial world, big banks. This is good news for Ripple and is a strong case for investing in it. Ripple has already been adopted by dozens of banks.
In Brazil, and we'll increasingly talk about other new corridors. I mean, the good news is we have a lot of demand.
Equality can be expected in future. The case could take years to resolve. Some market experts warn that if the SEC proves in a court that XRP is a security, the cryptocurrency could end up without an adequate market, all else being equal. That's because, as of now, the majority of crypto trading venues are not licensed to deal in securities. Exchanges that continue listing XRP run the risk of being asked to register as securities exchanges by the SEC should the commission win its lawsuit. Otherwise, these exchanges might face penalties for allowing retail customers to trade an unregistered security. Lots of crypto analysts and speculators think Ripple has a big future, making it an attractive option for new and established traders. So here's a quick look at why XRP is a good investment.
If Bill's going to send her a cell phone or something, she needs to know that the transaction sending the Bitcoin to him.
It's affordable. Ripple is currently trading at $1.32 per coin. In other words, it's cheap compared to its previous high level in 2018. You can pick up a serious amount of Ripple for less than a few $100s, while even a smallish punt of $50 would get you more than 200 coins. Ripple hit an all-time high of above $3.10 in 2018, but some market analysts believe it will push beyond the $1,000 barrier within the next 10 years. Other predictions are far more optimistic, so it's given low price and increasingly mainstream appeal. Snapping up some Ripple is a relatively low-risk option with the potential for a big return on investment. Ripple isn't just another cryptocurrency. Ripple is more than a cryptocurrency or technology. It's a fully fledged company. Ripple Labs Incorporated has over 500 full-time employees, including public relations and marketing specialists who promote the technology to banks, investors, new users, and the public.
How are you seeing innovators deal with that? Is this clamping down on innovation?
Partnerships and investors. Ripple has perhaps the best backing by financial institutions out of the entire cryptocurrency market. In some circles, it's more liked than Bitcoin. Their first major banking partner to use the Ripple payment protocol was German bank Fidor in May 2014, according to Pete Rizzo of CoinDesk. Today, some of their biggest partners include American Express, Santander, and MoneyGram. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Moving into CBDCs. CBDCs are central bank digital currencies, and in March 2021, Ripple announced that they are piloting the creation of private ledgers based on the public XRP ledger. They claim that it can handle tens of thousands of transactions per second and has the potential to reach hundreds of thousands of transactions per second. It is quite likely that in the future, there will be more private endeavors like this. It is also quite possible that many future banks and financial institutions could use a private version of the XRP ledger.
In fact, some people describe what Ripple's original product and initial product is called kind of Swift 2.0.
XRP is recovering from SEC case. XRP is right in the middle of recovering from the lawsuit with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Back in December 2020, the SEC sued Ripple for selling $1.3 billion worth of XRP tokens illegally, claiming that they were actually securities, not cryptocurrency. The XRP lawsuit resulted in Ripple's price crashing to new lows, right at the moment most other cryptos were surging, like BTC reaching $60,000. However, it started to become apparent that the SEC's case is weak, and there is growing optimism that Ripple can win the case. This has put the price of XRP on an upward trajectory, which it seems to still be riding. Bottom line. So, this is all about the future of XRP when the lawsuit is over. Obviously, it can only be predicted and cannot be sure of it 100%. What are your thoughts about it? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you like this video. Thank you.